All right, so after reading pages 3 and 4, I felt like the best answer to the first question. Let's see, how can ISTE standards for students help teachers integrate technology meaningfully? The examples that they gave were it looks like they're allowing the students to kind of explore the technology on their own before jumping into the lessons. So instead of the student learning from the teacher, looks like they're empowering them to take charge of their own learning by getting on the app and actually kind of clicking around, seeing what the app consists of before the teacher introduces the lesson to them. Let's see, the second question, which standard do you think is the most challenging for educators to implement and why? I believe that the computational thinker is going to be the most challenging just because it seemed really complex. I do know how to work a computer, but I do believe that trying to explain to a student how to think computationally or algorithmically would actually be pretty difficult, especially if you don't have a background in computer science or know how a computer really works. So I do feel like that would be difficult. Let's see, the ISTE standards emphasize skills needed for the future. Do you believe is the most crucial for preparing students for a rapidly changing world? I believe that digital citizenship is actually going to be the most crucial standard for pairing the students because of the steps that it lists in keeping the student safe and responsible when it comes to being within the digital community. The reasons that I have behind this are scams, phishing. There's quite a few different emails that are sent out there trying to get students to click on, and then once you open them, you introduce a virus to your computer, and they have access to your bank account and other financial information. In addition to that, I would say knowing if websites are credible or not. Students often, get information from Wikipedia or The Onion. There's quite a few different websites that people may have seen others share, and they haven't really checked it out themselves to know whether that information is good that they're putting out there. And the last thing I would say about that would be knowing what you can and cannot look up on the internet. So, Google gets a lot of people's curiosity. There are some things that you can put on there, and there are some things you cannot put on there. So people need to understand that you can always be being monitored by what you type in your search history. So students need to know how to be safe and secure when they are on the internet, and just understand that they're always being watched, even when it seems like they aren't being watched. So thank you, and that's all I have for this week.